know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready, done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the gallo? Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready, done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the gallo?
Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Chester Rogers. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run. Montgomery. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Montgomery on the counter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Taking a deep shot. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
First and goal from the 3.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
One more time with Dobbins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Here we go.
Here's Newton. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Montgomery on the handoff.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Play action, now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 38-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check. Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Ebron with it over the middle. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Tighten up. 20. Check through.
Now Newton. They'll find Everett there, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Gain on the play.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
That's it. 20. Ready? Let's go. Check through.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Newton. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Newton's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Seahawks.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. That's out to the left and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Montgomery. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Newton out wide, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 7-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And it's third down.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
The score is Seahawks 7, Dolphins 0. Tyler Bass set to
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because...
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Well, the former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Newton. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Montgomery with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Dolphins 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Good. That ties the game at 14. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To
Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Dolphins 14. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Stand situation. Let's go. Hey. 49. Take back.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Now in desperation. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bailey now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Game at 21 apiece. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now it's Newton. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
A gain of 4.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They're having a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Roethlisberger to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Bailey missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
First down, Seahawks.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a sit.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he